Hi, my name is Eva Pop. I'm 38 years old, a Hungarian citizen, and a targeted individual. It took me many years to have the courage to make this video, to raise my voice and talk about the truth and all what's happening in my life. Since 2020, I'm subjected to a highly illegal, covertly operated program of the shadowy government, a silent holocaust that aims to destroy and take away lives of defenseless and innocent civilians by means of harassment, torture, organized stalking, smear campaigns, fake documents and files, artificially created videos, and last but not least, by means of carefully organized and pre-planned murder. Anyone can become a targeted individual, either for personal or political reasons. My targeting started back in 2020, a few months after I met someone from an online dating site. Apart from the minor problems in the beginning, the first few weeks seemed to be fine. But after this, everything started to change for the worse. I found myself in a paralyzing and terrifying abuse I was literally not able to get out of and ask for any help, due to its threatening and debilitating nature. Not a single day has passed without overwhelming anxiety, crying, and fear. The person I met with severely misused my trust, which I realized. My devices got hacked, I was terrorized, and many times forced to engage in certain activities I did not want to. I was kept in a hibernated state of fear, while I constantly tried to ask for changed behavior, for honest and open communication, for restoring my private sphere. However, nothing changed for the better. After months of going like this, one day in my desperate state, I made a wrong decision and I threatened this person's life with words I would normally never say or write to anyone, and never did in the past either. Shortly after this, more serious things started to take place, such as constantly hacking my home Wi-Fi and my laptop I use for work. I found strange things in the antivirus system, and each morning when I started to work, the Authenticator application and VPN service denied my logins or took a considerable amount of time to synchronize with my mobile device. At a few instances, online work meetings were interrupted as well. I was honestly puzzled how one person can do all these things alone, because at that time I did not know about the targeting program or who can be involved in that and to what extent. However, I could not unseen what happened to me every day. I could not put up with lies and gaslighting I received from this person when I often confronted him and caught him lying. For example, how he seemed to know everything to the smallest details about me, like what I do in a day, what I watched on my phone, what messages I got, what pictures I took, what I wanted to try out, or how he was able to repeat the very same words, sentences, phrases that other people just used with me in emails, text messages, or in phone conversations. As I said before, I was not able to accept gaslighting and lies regarding all what was happening to my well-being, my private sphere, and freedom. And it aroused an intense rage and hatred in this person for me, which resulted in aggressive behavior and treatment toward me, like shouting and swearing at me, insanely angry outbursts, extreme possessiveness, and controlling behavior. I was terrified. At that point, I clearly felt that punishing me for knowing the truth and destroying my life became the main goal, which was fairly easy to do by taking advantage of my helplessness, paralyzed fear, and the lacking of support from friends and significant others. 3.5 years have passed, and the terror in my life gradually became worse and worse. In spite of the fact I did not physically meet this person for at least 1 year. Over the course of these 3.5 years, I'm a targeted individual. I lost everything. I lost my job, all the money I saved, my normal living conditions, my safety, my social and financial standing, my good name and reputation. My immune system weakened. I'm living in poverty. I'm exposed to directed energy weapons and constant sleep deprivation. I got blacklisted at work and employment. I'm deprived of my constitutional rights, such as safety, freedom, and private sphere. I live with hacked devices and illegal constant surveillance and daily harassment involving people all walks of life. But at the top of the horror and my losses, I survived many assassination attempts and deliberate efforts to kidnap me. And it is all because I know much about the background of my own targeting. If it weren't for God's mercy and my pure luck, I wouldn't be here today. Currently, I live in a shelter for at least 8 months. I'm isolated, harassed, and in fear, without financial income and without the support from my own people in my country. My life is threatened. I would like to emphasize that I have a clean criminal record, never committed any crime nor violated any law or faced felony charges ever. Evaluating my situation and considering the extremely high danger I have to live in, the many attempts to take my life, kidnap me, ruining my health, and forcing me to mental institutions, it is likely that I can protect myself for so much longer from a pre-planned and reoccurring crime against me to harm me or take my life away. I would like to respectfully ask and authorize the Targeted Justice Team from the United States, who is the legal representative organization of targeted individuals around the world, to keep and save this video testimony from me. And when the Supreme Court grants you permission to act for targeted individuals, please do consider my case by reaching out to the Hungarian government to stop my harassment and targeting. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.